I know. And then Lowry. I don't. That's bad.
All right, and we are
Is
back
JJ good?
live for our last game of our Sunday night special as we have the Utah Jazz versus the Oklahoma City Thunder in a 4 versus 5 matchup that has been about 50-50 between our viewers' brackets. We are live from Utah as we head over there now. Big game. We saw Danilo Gallinari have a huge third quarter, and then Chris Paul and SGA close it out in the fourth quarter. What's the key for the Thunder to continue that nice stretch like they did in game one?
Well, if Gallinari can keep the hot hand, keep feeding him while he's hot, I think you'll see a better game out of Chris Paul, and I think you'll see Steven Adams and Rudy Gobert once again grab a lot of boards for both of these teams. And a big thing for the Thunder, if they can get scoring off the bench from Diallo and Nerlens Noel, he put in a couple baskets there in game one. That's big for them. For the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell needs to prove himself as a star. I said that before that series started, and he didn't show up really in game one. But Bogdanovic, he needs to come in clutch. Or
Boyan, yep.
and then Rudy Gobert, Bojan, yeah, and Rudy Gobert needs to come in and put in work.
Yeah, I really think Gobert is going to be the key here. Remember, we said, why was he not getting the ball after a great field goal percentage, but just not a lot of shots in game one? Donovan Mitchell's the other key piece. All right, and it seems like we're going to get ready here in Utah, as most of the series today have extended to 2-0, even in an unexpected upset by the Brooklyn Nets, as well as the 76ers sweeping the Celtics in Boston so far. Big game. Has this surprised you so far by the upsets?
This has actually really shocked me. I thought we'd have a lot more 1-1 series heading into the lower opponent's home buildings. So we'll see now if the Thunder can do that as well, or if the Jazz can knock this up at one.
And we are off. Mike Conley gets the tip after Gobert wins a jump.
Mike Conley with the ball.
Now, we did see a
Now
great performance
Bogdanovic.
out of Boyan in the first game, and it looks like he's going to continue that start.
Boyan starts off, yes. Right off the bat. Bojan Bogdanovic with a nice layup there.
If you can get Donovan Mitchell going with Boyan, I do think that Utah take this, especially with the momentum at home. But you cannot let someone like Danilo Gallinari do that well, like in game one.
Well, like we talked about in game one, Steven Adams with a turnaround jumper, no good. Remember, Steven Adams hit that deep two in game one, an amazing jump shot that very rarely hits. Not the shot you'd like to see him take, though. And in game one, we talked about the Mormons out in Utah, that they need to really get into this game. And there's Bogdanovich on three, no good.
Tough miss. That's very true. The fans are the key for Utah. They've always been known to have great crowds, especially in a small market. But we got to see him show out.
Paul with a missed layup, offensive rebound to Paul,
Wide
missed layup
open.
again.
Royce O'Neal for three. No good. But Gobert, great
No.
tip.
Oh, the tip by Rudy Gobert. Mitchell missed the tip, and Gobert behind him finished the tip. Oh, and Gilgeous-Alexander loses it to Mitchell. Mitchell now drives. He kicks it to the corner. Mike Conley drives.
Oh, tipped by someone. Chris Paul. Someone's got to take a shot here. It's going to be Royce O'Neal on a fadeaway.
The turnaround
No good.
fadeaway, no good. Gennady with a nice rebound there. Corner Chris Paul, no good. Gobert boards it. The Thunder in a scoring drought have yet to score as Mitchell, a tough layup attempt, no good. Up to Gilgeous-Alexander, and Gilgeous-Alexander can't finish on a layup attempt.
Wow, that's a tough miss, but that's the great defense Quinn Schneider wants from his offense. Oh, and you get wow, Mike
And a
Conley
tough
through
layup
the
by
defense.
Conley. And it's a 6-0 run here to start the game for the Utah Jazz. Timeout, Thunder.
Now, if you're the Jazz here, big game, is this a must-win game? As we said that often tonight, but the home team just hasn't showed up. Is this a must-win game for the Utah Jazz to have a chance in this
It
series?
is. It is. This series now, after seeing all these 2-0 games series tonight, as Chris Paul takes a step back jumper and can't hit, the Jazz need to make this series 1-1 here.
Seems like this Jazz offense is having very good ball movement early.
As Mitchell takes a deep two there, I believe, no good.
Tough shot there by Mitchell. Oh, great steal,
Gilgeous
though.
Alexander loses it.
He is ice
Mitchell
cold
on
to
the
start.
steal. Mitchell
Wow.
on the runner, no. Gobert offensive board. Rudy Gobert out to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives. And he misses. Tries to shoot it over Danilo Gallinari there. And Alexander down the other way. Alexander turns, twists to the lane. Tough floater. Got it. The first points for the Thunder come from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the young star of Kentucky, traded there in the Paul George trade this offseason.
And you would have liked to see Rudy Gobert just needs to put up those offensive rebounds right away. He has the length advantage and the finishing advantage over Steven Adams. I don't know what he's doing down low.
And you see there Paul on the steal and Mike Conley up ahead. And it ended with a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander layup.
And that quick start by Utah. Ari is now 6'4" rather than 6'0". Wow, it's swatted by
Quickly
Adams.
race. And Gilgeous-Alexander on the rebound. Up ahead, 2-on-1. Oh, he takes a Euro to Paul. Chris Paul finishes. And how about this? Chris Paul and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dishing balls to each other and finishing layups. This game is tied. A 6-0 spurt now for the Thunder here. A minute 40 left in the first quarter. Timeout Jazz.
Now, this is pretty similar to game one as the Jazz and Thunder went back and forth pretty early on, but key was that third quarter run by the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Moutier there with a tough layup missed. And now Schroeder matches that tough layup with a miss. Moutier with the board. Moutier brings it up. Moutier drives
This
in the
ball
lane.
has to go to
Burrows
Rudy
to Wellington.
Gobert down low. They are just missing those passes off of a double team or help side.
They see most of Utah's bench now, and Jordan Clarkson on mid-range jumpers, no good. Noel with the board, and he gets up to Diallo. Diallo, fast break, slams it home, two-handed flush. He got around Joe Ingles.
I just don't see the point of having Rudy Gobert out there. I know he's a defensive player of the year, but the way OKC's been scoring, it's been all fast break. You got to get a high
And there they get to
percent
Gobert.
shot.
Gobert out of the three-point line.
Wow, just continue to misuse their offense.
Moutier loses, picks up his dribble, dishes to Clarkson with now 5 left on the shot clock. Clarkson a deep jumper, and he hits Jordan Clarkson.
All right,
He was
now
their second leading
that's
scorer in game 1 off the bench.
Ed Davis has a big mismatch down low. We have Ed Davis and Gobert in. Well, Mike Muscala is at power forward. I think on OKC side you see them stretch the floor a little bit with Mike Muscala, but you could see Ed Davis post up Muscala for Utah.
And a shooter with a drive.
There it is.
Muscala for 3, and Muscala can't hit. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if the Jazz can cash in here.
Looks like Clarkson's going to have a wide open layup.
1 second. And Clarkson hits the layup with 0.4 left here in the first quarter, and the Jazz will be up 10-8 going into the second quarter on a nice Clarkson layup to end the first quarter.
And we are back from Utah's. We are here with Utah up 10-8 over Oklahoma City. Jordan Clarkson ended with the last 4 points for Utah. Big game. Is he that key player off the bench besides Joe Ingles?
Yes, he is. Oh, and Noel with a tip in, a pass from Schroeder to Noel right over the bucket there. And this game is knotted up at 10 early after a quick bucket to start the second quarter by the Thunder. But back to your point, yes, Jordan Clarkson is a must-need scorer. Oh, Moutier turns it over there. Dennis Schroeder gets by them both, and Dennis Schroeder, fouled by
And the
Moutier.
foul. Wow, what a
And-
shot.
And Dennis Schroeder will go to the line for a three-point play. Emmanuel Moutier with a questionable start in the second quarter with a couple turnovers, missed shots, and now a very light foul on Dennis Schroeder, who you're trailing, to give up an easy and one. Schroeder completes the three-point play.
Let's see what the Utah bench can do as answer. Oh, Jordan Clarkson let a three go. Ed Davis, great tip in.
And Ed Davis. And there you talked about the height advantage, or the bigger body build of Davis over Muscala. And there he was able to get the tip in. Schroeder a fadeaway deuce, and he snipes one down the hole. How about that from Dennis Schroeder? Moutier drives.
Oh,
Moutier's
wait, he
blocked
gets
by
a rebound.
Diallo. Offensive rebound. Can't
Gobert
finish.
still
Gobert
in
with the
this ball
offensive board.
game.
Gobert kicks it back out yet again after another offensive rebound to Clarkson. 5 left on the shot clock. Clarkson, way out at the three-point line, spins, loses it, and stolen by Terrence Ferguson, who dishes up ahead to Diallo. Diallo one-on-one.
Whoa,
Diallo
what a
finishes with
shot.
fancy layup.
Wow.
Left-handed. A lot of contact there. No foul.
Great
Ed
pass.
Davis down low. Beats Muscala and throws down a one-handed dunk. The speed. And another foul. That time it's on Clarkson, who gives up an and one opportunity to Dennis Schroeder, who blows by the defenders.
And he hits the free
Schroeder
throw.
completes the three-point play again.
There needs to be more energy on the Utah side as they are down 6 early in the second quarter.
And you see some of the starters back in now for both sides. Jazz bring back in Mitchell, Conley, and Bogdanovic.
This could be a good shot for Donovan Mitchell. No good. Wow. Wait a second. Good
Ed Davis
effort.
dives into the crowd.
Whoa, we're going to have to
Cannot
check in on those
save it, though.
fans. Ooh, tough foul by Mike Conley and Dennis Schroeder. And it seems Gobert is out of this game, though. As I don't think we're going to see him the rest of the second quarter. Probably next time we'll see him is start the second half, as he's played almost the whole game.
And you see right here, right away, the Thunder looking to take advantage of the mismatch between Steven Adams and Ed Davis. And Adams off his missed layup, gets it back and throws in another layup. The Thunder now up 8 in Utah here in game 2. And Chris Paul fouls Mike Conley as he tried to put a spin move on him.
Yeah, and OKC is currently on a 14-4 run. This cannot happen for the Jazz. Wow, rough pass for Royce O'Neal. Fast break has just killed the Jazz so far. 10-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Home teams have just been struggling.
Slam on a pass from Chris Paul. Chris Paul's defense has been absolutely stellar.
And he does get the foul.
The foul there. Mike Conley draws a foul there.
And he hits both free throws. Those are 2 big shots to try and end this run out of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dort drives with O'Neal on him. Dort, tough jumper, no good. Yeah, he's trying to cash in here, cut in this lead. O'Neal O'Neal loses it. Chris Paul off of Chris Paul. Couldn't save it.
See what Quinn Schneider has written up here out of the out of bounds play.
I get it into Bojan.
Ed Davis in the post. Oh, he takes the screen the wrong way. We're gonna hit this.
The Davis.
No foul
Davis.
there.
Oh, can't get it. Adams smothered him there on that bucket. That didn't go ball down. Gallinari on the other end. Gallinari can't finish, but it's going to the line for two.
Oh, Jazz fans are not happy about the no call on the other side, and now the call for Danilo Gallinari as we're hearing some boos.
Sideline reporter R. Hayes, do you have anything you'd like to put in on this game? Oh, as O'Neal gets a bullet pass there from Mike Conley and finishes with an and one opportunity here.
It seems like sideline reporter R. Hayes has been pretty much silent today. He's very busy with his sideline reporting. Chris Paul just continues to dominate this one, defensively and offensively. Not much Utah's been able to do against him.
And Mitchell drives, spin move, tough layup, no good.
Uh-oh, Danilo Gallinari's going to throw it down.
Oh, Gallinari finishes with a two-hand flush, putting the Thunder up by their largest lead so far today in Game 2, up 11 over the Jazz in Utah.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell just cannot. And he finally gets through. Gobert, is he going to take a Wow, he just cannot take a layup. Has Quinn Schneider told his big man not to shoot these shots? Donovan Mitchell,
Mitchell, a huge three there. With 40 seconds left of this first half by Mitchell to cut the lead to 8.
You'd like to see a stop and a score out of Utah if they want to end this little deficit and run out of OKC. But Chris Paul's going to get another mid-range. Misses, though, this time. Donovan Mitchell for three again. Good!
Oh, he hits it.
Wait, it's a 2. It is a 2 on the line.
Mitchell's back-to-back jumpers, though, a 3 and a deuce. Cuts the lead to 6 here. A 5-0 run for the Jazz. Mike Conley going to force Chris Paul to take a deep 3 from almost half court. Does not fall for Chris Paul. And it's a 6-point game going to half. Jazz are down at home here in Game 2.
You know, if you're the Jazz, though, being down 6 after almost going down over 10 multiple times in that half, not too bad of an ending. And we're going to go look at our first half box score. Right now, the Jazz are shooting 37%, yet are only down 6. Not too bad, yet are winning the rebound game. That is definitely from Rudy Gobert's huge offensive rebounds, but why is he not putting up those layups off the offensive boards? Any idea, big game?
I have no clue why Rudy Gobert has not put back any of his offensive rebounds that he's had opportunities to do so. Something that I also see here is Donovan Mitchell, your top performer for the Jazz, had 5 points. All 5 of those points came in the last minute and a half of the first half of that game, which tells me he did not do much in the first quarter or the first few minutes of the second quarter. Concerns me. If the Jazz need to get rolling here early in this second half, in the third quarter, if they stand any chance in this game.
All right, and we're going to go into the second half now. All right, we are back from Utah's OKC is leading this one in Game 2, 30-24. And OKC will have the ball out of the half. We'll see if Utah has any run in them to begin the half.
Night, love you.
Chris Paul, wow, and he hits that tough mid-range jumper. Chris Paul has been nothing but spectacular this game.
Yes, after a tough game one, Chris Paul came on and played very well here in game two. Mitchell, another three here. Oh, and
Tough
that one
miss.
rattles out.
You know, if you're Mitchell, you basically have to knock all those wide open shots down. You're not going to see much more wide open than that.
Oh, a nice screen
No
there
one's
by
on
Adams.
Steven Adams.
Oh, and Adams to the board, and Adams with a one-handed circus kind of shot there off. The miss by Gallinari. The lead back to 10 now for the Thunder.
Now, is that play on Rudy Gobert or Quinn Snyder telling them to come help off screens, big game?
I'm not sure what it is. It could be a miscommunication also. And Steven Adams swats Mike Conley's floater attempt off the glass. And here comes
no.
And Lucas Dort. Lugaris Dort. Throws down a slam on a feed. I believe was from Chris Paul. Another great dish from CP3.
Wow, Gobert is requesting the ball right now. Big game. Does this have to do with Woj's report earlier in the week about Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell's relationship and chemistry is just ruined?
It could be. There's another missed three there from Bogdanovic.
Would you say there could be a possible trade in the offseason if we see a quick 3-0 sweep or even a 3-1 in this one?
And a missed lob there from Chris Paul. That one just slipped out of his hands, it looked like. And Adams was not there in time for that possible alley-oop attempt. I think that I do believe that you will see Rudy Gobert traded this offseason, in my opinion.
Wow. Many have started predicting that. And Donovan Mitchell, no good, but he gets the foul.
Go. In my personal opinion, I think they should trade Donovan Mitchell. They should try trading Donovan Mitchell instead of Rudy Gobert.
But I'm guessing you think Utah's front office really loves Donovan Mitchell more than the two-time Defensive Player of the Year and Rudy Gobert?
I do.
Oh no, Rudy Gobert gets stuck.
Steven Adams out the three-point line. He'll try and drive on Rudy Gobert.
You know, the Jazz have a lot of time right now. Great defense by Rudy Gobert.
Dennis Schroeder takes the top left, no good.
You know, if you're the Jazz here, you don't have to play too fast. Wow.
A tough layup there by, I believe, was that Mike? No, that was Donovan Mitchell who missed the layup attempt. Terrence Ferguson with some defense there.
You don't have to rush here if you Utah Jazz. You got to take the right shot selection when you're down 10, and you will be okay.
As Schroeder misses a three there.
But if you're the Thunder, you just keep running up the fast break and steals because that's how you've taken this lead. Gobert's wide open. Wow, they are not passing the ball.
Tries taking it himself, and he gets swatted there by Adams. Ferguson on the run.
Pull up
three, and Ferguson hits.
Unbelievable.
It's a 13-point lead for the Thunder. The Jazz melting down here in this third quarter, allowing the Thunder to extend the lead to their largest of the game.
Wow, this has just been ignoring Rudy Gobert. They will not give it to him even when he's wide open. But they're nothing in the paint though.
As Moutier is going to hook up a very difficult three that's no good. Gallinari with the rebound.
Diallo with another. Euro step. He's just been finishing too many tough layups in this one.
And it's a 15-point game, folks. We are looking at possible another 2-0 lead for a lower-seeded squad here in the first round of this 2K Sim 20 playoff.
All right, and Utah's going to let to go with their bench here. Bojan and Gobert are staying, as well as Donovan Mitchell. This is a great offensive group. This is probably Utah's last chance to try and make a dent in this game, unless they can do what the Dallas Mavericks did. That looked like a possible shot. Takes a fadeaway, hits.
Mitchell, fadeaway hits it. Gobert was there for the rebound if it was missed.
Big game, what's the key for Utah on defense right now?
Well, you got the bench squad in for the Thunder. And right there, Dennis Schroeder knocks in a mid-range jumper. obviously it's containing the bench squad. They're the bench squad for a reason. They're not the starters. You gotta take advantage of this opportunity if you're the Utah Jazz.
And if you're Utah, do you think if you go down here 2-0, is there any chance in OKC?
No, I think there is a chance in this series
Oh,
with
and
the as
Gobert
Gobert finally
puts
gets
up
an
a
offensive
layup.
rebound and doesn't hit it. I think there's a chance in this series as they kick to Ferguson out for another three by Ferguson, who hits another three. It's
And look at that
16-4
run.
and last
16-4. Wow.
4:45 for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Have we seen a better third quarter team so far in the playoffs this season?
I do not think we have. The Thunder have just been absolutely superb in their defense and offensive execution against the Jazz here in the first two games of this series in the third quarter, coming out of halftime.
Now, we saw the Mavericks. They were almost able to tie the game down 17 against the Clippers. Clippers, for sure, have more star power than the Thunder. How can Utah make a comeback here? Now down 20 to end the third quarter.
Well, it starts with Utah's scores between Mitchell, Jordan Clarkson, Bogdanovic, and Mike Conley. You need to score the ball, and they just haven't this game.
Clarkson off the screen. Nope. He's going to be guarded. And Mitchell just going to take another fadeaway. Wow. Utah down 48-28 on their home court. And we are back in Utah as we have our State Farm assist of the game. And that was just the many fast break finishes between SGA and Chris Paul throughout the first half. All right, this should be the last chance for the Jazz as we go into the fourth quarter. Very disappointing start for them.
Rudy Gobert throwing so well on him. Takes it to the top of the key. Kicks it to Mike Conley for a three, who knocks down a three. Mike Conley. Paul with the turnaround fadeaway. Can't hit. Gobert with the rebound. Ingles drives. This is to Conley.
Wow, we're hearing Jazz fans on their feet as they're clapping, "Go Jazz, go."
And we have some breaking news here, actually, of Oklahoma City, as Thunder's Terrence Ferguson will not face charges after being accused of 2008 rape. So, big news for Thunder fans and Terrence Ferguson, as he will be able to continue to play in the series.
Wow, it's really a shame. Our sideliner, R. Hayes, usually enjoys reports like that. Thanks for that, big game. Oh, Royce O'Neal. And this is down to a 15-point game. 5-0 run to start for Utah. Fade away by SGA. No good. If you're Utah, you got to play this fast. But you got to take the right shot. Ooh, spin move, Mike Conley. And stolen.
Gilgeous-Alexander takes the tough layup, can't get it. Gobert getting hot with the boards, has the rebound there off the Gilgeous-Alexander miss, and they get up to Royce O'Neal, who goes up the floor in the paint. And well on him. He kicks it back
he's
to
wide.
Joe
Ingles
Ingles.
wide open on that one. Why didn't he take it? Oh, Joe Ingles is out of bounds. It's lots of confusion in the corner. There will be a foul called. Quinn Snyder is going to call a quick timeout here. Just making sure those turnovers stop in the fast break. They got to keep up the pace while stopping the Thunder from scoring. Oh, Rudy Gobert needs to post up here. Very surprised. Mike Conley does not take the three, but pick and roll is coming.
He decides not to take it
And
and drives in,
turnover.
and
Wow, it has just
Chris
been
Paul drives it away.
disappointing.
Chris Paul step back jumper doesn't get to go. Gobert another rebound. Rudy Gobert piling up the rebounds as the Thunder haven't scored in the last 2:53, but the Jazz have not been able to continually cut in this lead. And again, a tough shot by Clarkson, and he doesn't hit.
You know, this is just a pathetic job by Utah so far. You gotta answer when the Thunder have not scored for over 3 minutes now.
Being there by Noel. Oh, a nice dish there. Oh, can't get to
Another
fall.
rebound. Wow.
A dish from Gillis Alexander right there to Gallinari. Could not finish. Conley the other way. Conley drives. Conley backs it out. Conley down low. Decides not to pass to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert then follows with a tip after a miss by Royce O'Neal. The lead is down to 13, but with only 2:40 left, I don't know if there's enough time.
You know, I'm starting to think this might be a team effort against Rudy Gobert. I do not know what's going on. We've just been bamboozled from a possible great performance in the paint from Rudy Gobert. His rebounding has been fantastic. His defense as well. Look at that. Another rebound.
And another miss by the Thunder.
And Royce
As
O'Neal's just
O'Neal
been dribbling
loses
into
control.
double teams, and he's going to take an awful
And
shot.
O'Neal is to take a tough shot there and can't finish. O'Neal trying to take this game over by himself is not working. As Gillis Alexander fires up a tough shot. Can't get to fall, and he's fouled by Rudy Gobert. And Rudy Gobert might have to be taken out of this game.
We'll see if he's taken out. He will not be, as the starters, besides Joe Ingles, will be coming back in. 15-point game. Around 2 minutes left in this game. I do not know why Utah's playing this slowly. They got to rush this shot.
Ingles on the wing. Looks like they're trying to post up Rudy Gobert here, but instead Mitchell will take a three from the top of the key, and he's too strong on it.
You know, if Mitchell's threes were being knocked down this game, even a good Bojan Bogdanovic game probably would have had them in this, but another disappointing field goal percentage for Utah.
Paul tries to drive here on Mike Conley.
This has been
a nice
the key
turnaround
matchup.
spin,
Yep.
and Chris Paul hits that one. 17-point game with a minute 25 remaining.
Did we just see that right? Utah is 4 of 20 in the second half. They have made 4 field goals in the second half. Wow. I think that actually might beat out the Raptors for a worst half this playoff so far.
It's incredible to see what we're seeing here with poor shooting performances late in games, late in the second half from these higher seeds.
You know, we're going to have to see an unbelievable performance on the road. If these teams like the Raptors, even the Heat down 1-0, the Celtics, and now the Jazz, if they want to prove how elite of the team they are, I think winning 3-2 or down 2-0 going on the road would prove that they have what it takes to beat either the Bucks, Lakers, or Clippers. Otherwise, those are the teams that are showing up right now between the 1 and 2 seeds.
And you saw Chris Paul there make another mid-range jumper, followed up by a tough layup there from Donovan Mitchell. Chris Paul pouring in some more points here in the fourth quarter as Gallinari takes a deep jumper, doesn't get it to go. The Jazz look like they'll have one last shot here. They're cut into this deficit with about 10 seconds remaining.
Yet another
Mitchell
fadeaway
take a
by
jumper.
Donovan. And now he's
And
hitting
Mitchell hits it
back-to-back. Very
back-to-back
contested.
Tough
Wow.
shots. But this game is going to end up a 15-point blowout here. The Jazz are down 2-0 heading into Oklahoma City. The Thunder have gotten big performances now out of Chris Paul, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, Steven Adams, and their whole bench rotation.
And that's our final from Utah, 54-39. OKC once again with the win on the road. Unbelievable performance by Chris Paul. All right, now we're going to go to our post-game show of the box score. On the Utah side, oh my, Rudy Gobert, 21 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds in 6-minute quarter game. And he only receives 3 shots. I have to say a lot of that is on him for not taking those offensive rebounds into layups, but big game, I really think something's going on here with the chemistry. Donovan Mitchell, 18 shots versus Gobert's 3. You would expect that, but you'd like to see Gobert at least take 6 to 10 shots with the rebound numbers. What do you think about this on the Utah side?
It is very concerning seeing Mitchell fire up 18 shots. Mike Conley shoots 2 less shots than Royce O'Neal. Could you scroll down, please, for Bogdanovich's stats? I'd like to see.
Wow, 2 points.
Yes, 1 for 5. 1 for 5, not what you want to see there. And Jordan Clarkson did not play that well here today either. If you could scroll up so I could see his stats as well.
Yeah, 4 points on 2 of 7.
2 of 7 shooting. It just can't happen.
Yeah, really, you needed someone else. Donovan Mitchell shooting 18 shots. You'd expect him to at least shoot 40% from the field. Really a shame. All right, and we're going to go over to the Thunder side. And you may see lower point totals, but it's just the even scoring and defensive presence of Chris Paul and other guards. 5 for 14 may not look the best, but Chris Paul hit shots when it counted. Big game, what do you take away from the Thunder's win?
Well, I completely agree. Chris Paul had some late points there in the fourth quarter, really putting a dent in this game. You see Adams with 10 boards. And look at Danilo Gallinari shot 1 for 5, and it didn't even matter after he put in 18 in game 1. Terrence Ferguson hit both of his threes. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander poured in 6 points. 2 dishes. If you could scroll back up to Chris Paul, and you see too Chris Paul 2 assists, two steals. Dennis Schroeder also off the bench right there. You have Diallo and Schroeder off the bench, 18 points right there combined. Big story of this game was the bench of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, and I'd have to go to those 2 Ferguson threes. Like you said, the bench was the key. Ferguson. You got Diallo, those crazy finishes. He had a Euro step, a massive slam, and then he had that fancy finish through the contact. Unbelievable. And if you're the Thunder, you're thinking, we were supposed to be a lottery team, and we proved everyone wrong, and now we're up 2-0 going home into one of the strongest home court presence in the NBA. Can't feel much better than that. All right, and that's all we have for tonight is our Game 2's end as Utah loses to the Oklahoma City Thunder 54-39 in this 5-4 matchup. If you'd like to see any of our games during the week, there will probably be 1 to 3 games during the weekdays. And if you'd like to see any updates on the schedule, make sure to check out the spreadsheet on Mutombo's Popeyes Twitter. Thanks for joining, everyone, and have a great night.